Are you feeling unproductive? Are you having a bad time? Maybe a few couple of bad days, or maybe a couple of weeks, or a month, or maybe a whole year. If that is the case, then this video is for you because I'm going to share my best tips on how to get out of a rut. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Flor and I post new videos every single week, every Wednesday, talking about working for yourself, talking about productivity, about motivation, about working from home, and about life in general. If you like what you're seeing, of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell to be notified of every time I upload a new video every single week. And this time we are going to be talking about how to get out of a rut. The expression rut means a habit or pattern of behavior that has become dull and unproductive, but it's hard to change. I went through a huge rut in 2019 and then again at some point of 2020, and I think I managed to get out of that bad patch. So I am going to share my tips with you on how I managed to do it. I think first of all, you should try to understand what's going on. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Try to understand why you're feeling unmotivated, why you're feeling unproductive, why you feel you're going through a rough patch. Sometimes understanding the origin of the problem can help us solve it, but it can also help us understand what's going on in our lives, what's working, what's not working, and therefore to see where to focus our energies in order to improve, to move on. But of course, sometimes you might not understand what's going on. You might not be able to find the origin of this rough patch you're going through. And this has happened to me many times. I felt unmotivated, but honestly, there was not anything particularly going wrong in my life. And I think in those cases, it's even more difficult to get out of that rut. So my second tip is to take a break. Sometimes being able to cut with your usual routine and just doing something different can help us feel better. Taking a break can take many forms. It can mean going out for a walk, going to the park with your dog, reading a book, going to the gym, having coffee with a friend, or maybe going for a run. Changing what you always do, just pausing for a moment, doing something completely different, or simply relaxing for a moment can actually help, however simple that might seem. And something that really helps me, even though it sounds a bit silly, is to be able to sleep. If I'm having a bad day and if it's late in the day and I can go to bed, that's exactly what I do. Sometimes going to bed and sleeping gives you a fresh perspective in the morning and makes you feel better even though you just slept and nothing else happened. My third tip, and probably the most important one, is to take time for you and for your mental health. Time for you can be translated in a lot of different ways. It can be doing some of the things I mentioned before, like reading a book or going for a walk, but it can also mean to seek professional help. In my case, a couple of years ago, when I was having a pretty rough time, I seek professional help. I went to just one session and I don't think it was what I needed at the time or what I felt helped me at the time, but I do feel it's important to put it out there. If you're feeling bad, if you feel like you're depressed and motivated, and if you feel that that keeps going on for weeks, for months, and you cannot seem to get out of that situation by yourself, by your means, or with the help of friends or family, I think it's very important to look for professional help, to go see a therapist and see if that might help. Seeing a therapist is not something I do myself at the moment, but I'm not entirely ruling this out for me for the future. And I know this is very important for a lot of people, and taking care of your mental health in the same way you take care of your physical health is very important, and I think it's something that is not discussed enough. What works for me nowadays is to just disconnect. To disconnect from your cell phone, from social media, where apparently everyone seems to be more successful, more beautiful, traveling a lot more than you are. I also meditate. I use apps like Calm or Headspace or Insight Timer, and I also read a lot. Reading actually allows me to disconnect a lot from our world and to just immerse in a new, different world with different characters, with different things going on. So one way or the other, either taking a break from social media, taking a break from being on your phone all the time, reading a book, or seeking the help of a therapist. See what works for you, see what you feel you need in order to get better. And my fourth and last tip is to keep on going. And I know this sounds weird, or maybe like it's in the opposite direction of everything else I mentioned before, but sometimes when I'm having a bad time or when I'm in a rut, actually keeping on working and keeping myself busy is what helped me get through through the bad time. As I said before, sometimes there's not anything in particular going on, but you simply feel unmotivated, out of tune, feeling like you're not moving forward, or that things are not going well or they're not working. For that reason, I think that sometimes just doing what you're doing just to keep on working is the best choice. Sometimes doing something is better than doing nothing at all, and moving forward at least one step at a time is better than just standing still. So that is it for today's video, and for my 4 tips if you're feeling unmotivated, if you feel like you cannot get out of a rut. I hope this video helped and it gave you some useful tips if you are feeling unproductive, if you're not feeling like yourself, and if you feel like you need some help. If you like this video, of course, do leave it a thumbs up and leave your comment down below letting me know if this video helped and if you have some other tips or some other recommendations in order to get out of a rut or a bad patch. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell to be notified of every time I upload a new video every single week. That is all. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!